Hey guys, Filemon here. Um, we are back, and today we will be building an Enderman farm. So, without further ado, kill the Ender Dragon, and we can begin with this. So first, you're gonna want to find a stronghold, uh, then pop through the end portal, uh, beat that dragon up on that end island there, and then from there, we can get started with the tutorial. So pop back here once you have done that. So now that you killed the Ender Dragon and you're ready to go, the first thing you need to do is grab yourself at least 2 stacks of non-spawnable blocks. Now these could be like leaf blocks, they could be glass, they could be sea lanterns, um, they could even be these or not the semi they can be upside down half slabs. So mobs can spawn on half slabs that look like this, but not on half slabs that look like that. So what you want to do is two, grab yourself 2 stacks, at least 2 stacks, and build out 128 blocks, which is also equivalent to 2 stacks, which is 64 plus 64. So now that you built yourself out a bridge, now one last thing to add to this bridge is that you should try to find the block on the end island that is the furthest out. Now, I didn't really do that here. Like it will save you a few blocks if you go to the furthest point, but you can also just add like the 20 blocks or whatever. And that is only so no Endermen are spawning on this island and they are all spawning in the farm over there. So now that we have our bridge built up, one of the hardest parts is trying to get down to y equals like 0. So if we just pretended that those weren't there, what you would want to do, if you know what, we don't even need to break these blocks. We can show it in an example over here. So let's say we were at the top. You're going to want your water bucket, and then you're just going to place it off the side like this. You're going to let it flow down just a little bit, and then you're going to grab a solid block of your choice. It can be anything. It can even be these half slabs. Pretty much anything that can get you down and can have a ladder placed on them, or even just leaving the water like that. So what I like to do for this is open up my F3 tab, and that's just by pressing F3 on your keyboard. And then waiting until I get all the way down to like y equals 1, and this is where you have to start being very, very cautious. So you just gotta place these sea lanterns, and then for here, just keep pressing the space bar, do not fall. Like so, and that is the last block that you can place things on, or last Y level that you can place blocks on. So then from there, you can just put a sea lantern like that, or not a sea lantern, just place your block like that, and you are good to go. You have your platform, and I recommend branching out with half slabs. Um, you can also go like that, and then from there, you can always go back up to the top. You can remove these blocks and then you can redo the water how you want it to flow. So let's just say we get rid of this water, and now that there's a hole there, it can just easily flow down and we won't have a problem. So then from there, you're going to just build out your platform a little bit, make it safe to your likings, however you want that to happen. And that is the first part done. Now that we have our platform, you will want to gather everything that is in my hotbar right now. So that will be 2 observers, 2 minecart hoppers, 3 fence posts, 2 droppers or dispensers. It can be either one. It doesn't really matter. I would say use droppers because you don't need a bow to craft them. And then a stack of blocks you only really need one piston, but I'm gonna just grab 6 pistons. You also only need one redstone block, but again, you can have 6 or as many as you want, but one will do the trick. And then you want 2 hoppers as well. So starting off, you want to actually, we can go like this. So starting off, you want to build out a little bit more. We're gonna pretend this part isn't here right now. So you have your platform, you can have your chest on here, whatnot, whatever you need. And then from here, you're gonna build out a few more blocks. And then this is where your set of droppers are going to go. So you want to build out 2 like that and 2 on this side. And then you want to get all the way to this block, break that block, and then place your dropper facing this way, aiming at the upper edge of the other block. Then you can get rid of that. So then they just spit the ender pearls out into the void. You want to do the same thing on this side. You come out your 2 blocks and you want to get all the way while holding shift on the back of this block. Aim towards the upper edge of this block, not on the top, but on the side here. And it should point out that direction. From here, you want to grab your 2 hoppers, point 1 hopper into this dropper and 1 hopper into this dropper. So it will funnel everything into here and it will spit it out. Then you want to come over here. You can place 1 block like that and then put an observer like that. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did with the droppers, but with the observer. Aim towards the upper part and voila. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. And this will create a redstone clock that will continuously fire, activating anything that goes in here and it will drop it out. And let's see if we can get these. And the same thing happens for here because this block is getting powered, triggering both of these dispensers to get, or not dispensers, these droppers to get fired. Okay. And then from there, you want to build up a little bit of a safety ring around this. Nothing too complicated. And voila. So then what you want to do is place a fence post on the 2 dispensers or droppers, whichever one you have, and on this observer. And then you want to put or if you don't want to lose anything, you can put the fence gates and the fence posts like that. And then you can put, you will also need 2 rails. So we can quickly grab those. And you will put 1 rail like that, 1 rail like that. And then you're going to put 1 minecart hopper there and another one there. And then you're going to hop down, break that rail, break that rail. And then you're going to nudge these hopper minecarts all the way into the corner of those fence gates. So if we were to turn on our hit boxes, you can see that this white square is really what's going to be picking up the items, and it's over all 4 blocks, so it will pick up anything that falls on top of here, and the hopper will pick it up, funnel it into the dropper, and the dropper will spit it out. And then you want to do the same thing on this side. Just hop into this corner. It will push it with the mob collision because this is considered an entity. So like that, that's all you really have to do. For whatever reason, these 2 will face each other, and then you can break your fence post. There's a chance that they will go into the droppers and go off into the void, but that is just, I guess, part of it. So then from there, you want to come over to any side, build up 2 blocks, and then get right up on the edge of it, place your piston on the upper corner, and then continue to place your pistons like so, facing downwards. And then once you have that, you can place whatever block you want. This is going to be that block over there. So this is going to be pretty much where the Endermen fall. Then you're going to want to get on top and place your redstone blocks. That will power those ones. And then you just have to power these two. And then from there, you break the pistons and you can break any surrounding blocks like so. Now from here, what we can do is branch out our platform a little bit more. You can put that slab like that, anything you really want to do. Again, this is all up to you. Um, so let's just completely slab out the entire area. Bring this up one more level. You don't even need this level down here. So if you just want to get rid of that, you don't. So pretty much anything from this point on is, or from this block onward that way is all your design. Whatever you want to do, you can do it however you want. Also be careful, don't fall in the void. So now from here, you are going to want to get your 3 dripstone or pointed dripstone. And as of right now, you can place these on any block. That could change in the future. So just be aware that these 3 blocks may have to change depending on what they add. So I will maybe make a updated tutorial if they do change anything because I am currently playing in a snapshot. So depending on the full release of 1.17, that could affect the outcome of this farm. So the reason we want to use dripstone is that instead of having the Enderman fall however high it is, 30 blocks normally, to get them to a one-hit kill, this basically eliminates that height and we can compact the Enderman farms to be very, very small. So this, I believe it makes him take double the fall damage when they fall onto the dripstone. So the reason that the minecart hoppers are in these blocks is that it's going to pick up anything that falls into this area. So then from here, I like to build out just a little bit, and this will be the killing platform where you're going to just slice and dice those endermen. Now that we have our killing chamber built up, we need to build up 11 blocks, I believe. So you can do this in any number of ways. You can come over here and let's just pretend these aren't there. You can just aim at the dripstone and place your blocks like such. As long as you can get out, you are good. So then you're going to build up 1, 2. So starting on the level that the dripstone is at, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? And you're going to do this to all the sides, or at least 3 of the sides. The side that the player will be standing at is going to be a little bit different. So now be careful if you fall down here and you don't have feather falling, you most likely will die. So just be aware of that and be aware that your items could potentially get spit out into the void if you've decided to go with this Enderman dispensing design. You can always change this up. You can move the farm slightly or to a higher Y value, just slightly, so you can put whatever kind of storage system you want. It really is dependent on you. The only thing that you need is just this bit. Anything after that is it's pretty nice how easily things can change. So then you're going to want to build 2 blocks out this way, 2 blocks out this way. And then we're going to put slabs on top of these so Enderman can't spawn. Now they may be able to teleport, so you might want to put carpets. So you would need 4 carpets for this just to double carpet like that so they won't teleport. And then from there, all you want to do is place your blocks like that, and then you're going to want to put slabs on the bottom of these blocks. Oh, no, you want to, sorry, that was on me. You're going to want to put your blocks like this, and then the slabs go on the bottom of those blocks. So this is where you're going to stand to kill the Enderman, and they're going to fall in right here. So then you take your block, and then you just repeat the same thing that you did on the other three sides until you end up with something like this. Now, this part with the pistons in the redstone torches are optional. I will show you guys how to do that right at the end, but this is just if you want to stop or prevent the Enderman from falling into the killing chamber. But all you need to do now is build up the 2 blocks on each side, like this. And then you're going to want to double carpet. Again, I don't have carpets in my inventory, but you're going to want to double carpet, double carpet, double carpet, all these. And then what we want to do is switch these 3 blocks out for leaves. Now you're going to want a lot of leaves. I would recommend, I'd say 2 to 3 stacks. There will be a detailed material list in the description. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. It will be there. So then you're going to want 3 trapdoors. It can be any kind of trapdoor. Build it out like that, and then make sure they're open so the Enderman won't fall in here. They will think that this is a block, so they will fall onto there trying to get to the Endermite, which will be on this block. So then from here, we can put our Endermite. You will want to break the double carpet that was here, place your half slab like that, and then you're going to want to build 2 blocks like that, place 2 rails, and then build up a wall around the entire thing, and it will be too high. So now that you're in here, you're going to want to make a ladder so you can get out. You don't need that anymore. You don't need the ladders. You don't need the rail. So all you really need are your blocks, an anvil, a name tag, a minecart, and a lot of ender pearls. So what you want to do, you can name the name tag anything. Let's name it oven dog. I don't know. That one is what the endermite can be. So now we don't even need the anvil. So from here, we just keep spamming ender pearls into this 2 by 1 area. Now you will probably take a lot of damage, so just be aware that eat some food. You don't want to let this little guy kill you in survival mode, but you cannot spawn an endermite with an egg. It must be with the ender pearl, or the enderman will not get aggravated by the endermite. So next you want to get it into the minecart and above this block. But before that, you want to name tag it or you will have a heck of a time. So name tag it and then put it in the minecart. Don't do what I just... Make sure you watch the tutorial all the way through or else we're going to have a problem. So now that you have that in there, you can just break all this and you are good to go. Now the endermite will be there and enjoy his life or her life depending on the gender of the endermite. So if you want, you can just leave it like that. You can make a little bubble around it, but just make sure that the enderman can see. Now you want to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks. from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And they all must be leaf blocks, so the Endermen do not teleport back. Now from here, you want to go out 5 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you want to get your block of your choice. Go out 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go out 5 more leaf blocks. 4, 5. And now you want to go out 5 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to fill in this entire area with a solid block of your choice as long as mobs can spawn on it. Now, you can grab some here we go, some torches and place one in every corner. This will stop mob spawning for right now, or at least Enderman spawning, so you don't have to deal with them right now. So from here, we're going to build out, 5 leaf blocks from every corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the same thing over here. We have our 5 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to fill all of this in. It will be a 5 wide perimeter of leaves around the entirety of your core kind of spawning platform. And this will basically condense the pack spawning of the Enderman, but in simpler words, it will just make more Endermen spawn in the condensed area, um, resulting in a higher amount of XP and like Endermen falling into the tube and spawning at the same time. So once you finish leafing all this up, we will we will then remove the torches and start letting the Enderman farm or let the Enderman fall to their deaths because the farm will pretty much be done then once you get all the leaves in. Now these can also be glass blocks or anything really transparent. I like using leaves. They're easy to get and like they're not very uncommon. They're not a grindy block early game like glass is. They're nice blocks to have. So all you have to do is remove these torches and they should start spawning. If we see that, they're going to get angry at the endermite and they're going to fall down here where you can punch them. Now you don't want to punch the back of that wall out or that would be sad. So they will spawn with you standing on that center block. This one right there. So then that is pretty much all of the farm complete. It is a very, very simple farm, not complicated at all. And then additionally, you can make just a redstone torch tower. That's where redstone torches are alternating. And you can have it hooked up to 3 sticky pistons with half slabs on it so the Enderman can't get past. And that will stop them from falling in here because well, let's just see what it looks like when it's turned on. They won't be able to get past here and they won't get the Enderman or the endermite, which is very nice. So from this block they will spawn and they will be able to teleport onto half slabs. So if you want, you can double carpet any block that you're not going to be walking on, or you could make it a 2.5 high area. So just continue this out like that and then put either double carpets on top of that or water on top of this. Now, if it was just a single carpet, Enderman can still teleport onto it. So that's why it has to be a double carpet. They will think it's air and they will not teleport onto it. So now from here, if we take our sweeping edge sword, it has to be a stone sword or better with sweeping edge 3 to get the maximum efficiency from this farm. So if we just go into survival mode, we have 33 levels. So if we jump into the void and we clear out these levels, we respawn real quick and we have 0 levels now. If we go back into creative mode, we hop through our end portal and we fly out to here. We can time ourselves to see how long it will take to get 30 levels. So what you want to do is stand on this block, make sure you're in survival mode, and let's pull up a timer here real quick. And then we just start swinging. So starting in 3, 2, 1. Look at all that. Here, let me turn my hitboxes off. We're already to 10 levels and the XP is still swarming around. The ender pearls are getting chucked out the side, which is nice. And it's working on both sides. So make sure you butt up right next to this block and you're standing fairly in the middle of this middle block. And then take periodic swings. Don't just spam all around or you won't get the sweeping edge effect. You have to click every like 2 or 3 seconds, just periodically. And sometimes the XP gets stuck there, so you can pop in here real quick and grab like any leftover ender pearls or XP that can't get past the dripstone. It's very infrequent and it's only like a 1 XP orb. So it's not gonna affect the farm too much at all. And we are almost to level 30. We have 8 more levels to go here. Now I like to just wait a few seconds, let them build up a little bit until you can see them start to die due to uh, pack spawning, or not pack spawning, entity cramming. So many terms I'm getting mixed up with. Um, that just means if there's too many Endermen in a condensed area, they will start to suffocate themselves, and that will result in them dying. So just be aware that, um, and we're almost to level 30. We got 3 more to go. But I would say this is a very, very simple kind of starter farm, very early game. If you just killed the Ender Dragon, um, it's not a whole lot of work. Um, Mainly the hard part is just starting off, trying to build your platform up. But it's also a good way to get ender pearls, not a mega ender pearl farm, but you still do get ender pearls from this farm. If you do choose to use those in your world. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Look at, we're already at level 30 and that only took about 2 minutes. So it's pretty good early game. It's not any mega zombie pigman farm or anything like that, but it does do a really good job for being in a very, very tiny area. So I do think it's very, very nice. So one thing about this is that this kind of platform part, with the leaves, was created by, I believe it was Nembom, who came up with this original kind of platform spawning area. So I do not take credit for this part. But this part, I mean, it's just a drop shaft. Anyone can do this, but so it's pretty much a smaller version of a big Enderman farm, and since it's even lower in the world, um, the Enderman will spawn more frequently than if it was higher up. And I will link Nembomb's video to his Enderman farm, which also explains the mob spawning changes. But I don't believe that there were any mob spawning changes for 1.17, so this farm, as of 1.17, works. Um, it should work because of this little key dripstone feature, which makes this entire farm function. Um, Instead of being this big, massive thing, it can be condensed even more. And if this spawning platform was even one block closer, Enderman will not spawn on here. So just be cognizant of that. You can always push this back, but don't pull it in any closer or you will start to have some problems with the Enderman spawning. So just make sure you go 11 and then another 5 blocks and then you start your little pad like that. But other than that, that's pretty much all that there is to this. So if you guys like this video, and you thought it was at least helpful in some way, I do ask that you share this with other people in case they want to build an Enderman farm like this early game. It's very, very nice to have. Sometimes the Endermen get clogged up here, but they do end up sorting out their problems and they all fall down trying to get this Enderman or Endermite, our oven dog or um but if you do seem to um, like this video, like if it does help you and you kind of recommend this to other people, that would really, really help me out. Just kind of promoting this farm because I do think it's a very, very nice farm, and more people should be aware of how simple these Enderman farms can be. Like, you can make simple Enderman farms on the main end island, but this is going to be one of the more efficient Enderman farms. It's very, very simple, very customizable. Anything here pretty much is customizable. You can do whatever you want as long as you have your drop, your Enderman spawning pad, and then your leaves where the Enderman can't teleport back. Um, it's pretty much it. You can make it this optional feature where the pistons push out and the Enderman can't spawn or anything like that. But other than that, if you liked it, I'm not gonna even ask, but if you do want to give it a thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. But if you want to share this, that would also be highly, highly appreciated. So if you have any feedback for me, just let me know in the comments. I will check it. I will respond most likely. And I thank you guys for all watching this video. And I hope you have a good rest of your day and happy Enderman Farm building. See ya.